Welcome to the Scene Snobs podcast.
Son of a bitch.
Nailed it.
I screwed it up again.
It's so close.
I'm so mad at myself. I can't believe I had it perfect, but I left the title card up.
Yep.
And nobody listening to this at a later date in the audio is going to be like, what? Why
They're not going to care at all. But you know what? We care because we want perfection.
I do want professionalism, and I feel this is why our YouTube we're either over 1,000 subscribers or under like 600 subscribers.
They have to get through the first 5 minutes of our show.
That saga still is happening.
Oh, I know, it's ridiculous.
I woke up today and it was at 6:18, which is where we were last week.
Right.
And I was like, it's over. The
Before
7-day debacle was it. And nope. Then I checked an hour later. We were at 7:52.
Mm-hmm. I checked at one point. We were 800 something.
We went up to. When I checked it, we went up to 937 or something like that. And now we went up to 1.87. Then we went down to 1.09, and that's where we are right now. And I'm like, this is not good for my heart.
No, there's a lot going on. I mean, it's really good for my heart because I feel like this is a great workout. It's just constantly keeping me up. It's burst speed, doing interval training.
I don't get it, man. Like my whole brain is about to explode with this because it's and I've written to YouTube. Mm-hmm. I've started trashing YouTube on some social media. What are you doing, YouTube? With videos of what's going on. I'm just get it together, YouTube. What's going on? I've asked their help desk. Nothing. And I didn't even think about this until Jason Taylor showed up. What's up,
Jason?
Taylor?
What's up, buddy?
Yay, all the subscribers. Listen,
right.
Until I know we were officially over 1,000 subscribers, I'm not posting about it, and nobody's watching that video. Nobody's watching.
I was blown away that you posted that we had breached 1,000 the first time. I was like, what are you doing? We don't know if this is real or not. And you just, you pulled that trigger. You were so excited.
Well, I only posted it because I got the email from YouTube.
Right. Twice now. Well, how many emails do you have now? 7?
No, they only sent 2.
Oh, okay.
But I got the email from YouTube and I got the email from vidIQ, which is a service I use for SEO.
Right.
And they sent me the congratulations too. And I'm like, all right, this must be legit. I posted. And it was not legit because it went back down. So I will not post again until I know we're over 1,000 and nobody is watching my horrible, horrible student film or the making of.
Until that is all ratified.
And actually, Sturdy is at a point right now where he's trying to rally for 5,000 subscribers because if we reach 5,000, I have to show everything I've worked on.
All of them.
All of it.
Although you've got to save. We have to decide which one's going to be the finale. I'm going to throw my vote in for Zombies.
That'd be a good one. He bought it. He bought the movie.
Who did?
Sturdy. He found it on Amazon it's on sale new for $75.
That's amazing.
He did not buy it for $75.
I mean, I'm sure you would because you need that
I own it.
collection.
I own it. I'm good.
Better.
Oh, I do. And that's just going to stay right where it is. Woo, 5,000. Let's do it.
That's what I'm saying, Jason. So. We can get to 5,000. We can do it. We believe in ourselves.
Hey, what's up, Marvel Spaceman?
Marvel Spaceman!
Hey, it's been a while. I rate Doctor Strange and Multiverse Madness at 6 out of 10. Felt underwhelmed by the poor script done by Michael Waldron and the lack of multiverse. See, I did enjoy it. I think I put it at an 8.9 in my review.
Yeah, I gave it a 9.5. Hell, I still got wood. It was one of my absolute favorites, man. I mean, I really enjoyed everything about it. I got a full Strange story that I wanted. I got the Illuminati, which was just enough of a nod that was very exciting. And Sam Raimi all over this. It was a Marvel horror movie, and I love that. I'm a sucker for it. I'm a complete mark. I'm a mark for all of this. And They nailed it for me. So
I'm right there with you. The visuals and cinematography were amazing. They were fantastic. And I really enjoyed it. And Jason enjoyed it too. Yeah, but I do get it. I get why some people felt underwhelmed. There was that almost promise. See, that's the thing. If you are not going to do something fan service wise, And literally for 6 months, your fans are screaming like, we want this, we want this, we want this. I understand if you don't do it, but you got to stop with the secrecy then. You don't have to tell us what happens, but just be like, listen, got to temper some expectations here.
I mean, I think that's it's on the onus of the person going into the theater with the expectations you bring in. You know what I'm saying? You bring in whether this movie is going to fail or not. Not all the time. The weight's not completely on you. But if you walk in with the thought of, oh, gosh, I better see this, you're probably going to be a little disappointed if that specific thing is not in there. I enjoy walking into a movie going, all right, what am I going to be shown? What journey am I going to be brought on? What tale am I going to be sucked into? And that's the beauty of Raimi, and especially in this movie, is I'm into the movie 5 minutes in. I'm into the story. I'm into the characters. It's being told at a perfect pace for me. So, yeah, I love this movie.
It's hard to argue with that, and I do agree. And you got to go in and enjoy the movie for the movie and what it is, not what it could be. Right. I know a lot of people I've not argued with or anything, but like kind of talked about. And
battled? Did you battle?
No, I didn't battle them. I'm not
gladiatorial combat.
I'm completely fine if people didn't like this movie. I enjoyed it, and I honestly, because I was getting a little bit of fatigue anyway.
Yeah.
Spider-Man and all the speculations for this movie kind of gave me some fatigue where I'm just like, I just kind of want to watch a movie.
Yeah.
And I got it. Marvel Spaceman said, but he is Marvel Spaceman.
He is
not DC Spaceman. My problem is not that I expect a million cameos. I wanted a movie to develop the cameos that they had, like the Illuminati. Instead, I felt they pulled the original actors just to draw audiences. I get your point, man. And I'm not disagreeing with you. I did like what Raimi did with it, though, and I like this. I like that the scope wasn't so big and didn't go too far.
That was the big thing. I'm happy they stayed focalized.
Yeah. So I mean, regardless, 6 out of 10 is pretty good, though. It's not bad at all.
I mean, that's still enjoying a movie.
Yeah.
Now rewatchability, maybe not, or maybe if I don't truly love a movie and I go to the theater to see it, I usually get like a point less.
That's fair.
Like I had to spend how much to not like this? Come on.
Regardless of all that, I'm in for Thor: Love and Thunder.
Oh well, I think that's Taika Waititi. He's gonna.
That I don't need a friggin' cameo for. I don't care.
They're gonna have 9,000. It's gonna be everything. They're just gonna jam pack that sucker, and I'm in. I am in for that one.
Thor just like starts swinging Stormbreaker, and Fantastic Four shows up. Deadpool shows up. All the X-Men show up, both old and new.
Yeah, every single one of them.
Every single one, both generations, and it's just like, wait, what? You want to do this with the other one? And then
that was one of the things that I can see with like the cameo issue here with Strange was the Illuminati. They could have done a lot of fun stuff with them. Instead, it was just like a bunch of what if things to toss in there. So I do see that, and I do understand that. And I think for me, I mean, I just wanted fan service Professor X, and I hear that. I was sold.
That was cool. I was very happy about that. And I like John Krasinski as Reed. I thought that was cool. Oh, by the way, anybody who doesn't, I don't care. I do not care. Sorry if we ruined it for you. Anson Mount was cool. Popping in.
He was amazing.
Again, Captain Carter was cool. Captain Marvel was cool.
Loved it. Loved them both. I loved everything about this movie. There was not a single weak point in this movie for me. And I think Elizabeth Olsen is just phenomenal as an actress. Cannot say enough great things about her.
She is absolutely the most talented Olsen. Not the richest, but the most talented.
Yeah. Well, she was born a little late. That's all.
It's true. Oh, I should have pulled that video for tonight where her sisters rap battle Elizabeth and like tear her apart.
Oh my God.
I could still do that.
Yeah, I mean, there's time. And Jason, Bruce Campbell is wonderful. Getting Bruce Campbell in anything is always great. And it's wonderful that he and Sam Raimi just, continuing that friendship. Which, the way everybody else uses, the way he uses Bruce Campbell, every other director should kill the scene snobs in their movies. I'm just saying.
I 100% agree with you that everyone should kill the scene snobs in their movie.
I think it would be a real badge of honor. Dare I say, a feather in one's cap to murder us. On film, not for real.
Sorry, I'm pulling up the video.
No, it's fine. I'm trying to make sure that I qualify this correctly because I don't want someone to be like, hire us and it's a snuff film and it's like, hey, you said. And be like, no, that is not what I meant. No 8mm action here, please.
Oh, you want to watch 8mm?
Nope.
I want to watch 8mm.
Why do you want to watch 8mm? You already saw the unbearable weightness of amazing talent.
It's so good. It's the best movie of all time.
Well, because it's Nick Cage. You've become a weird Nick Cageophile. I feel like that's kind of grown over the years.
My age has reached a point where I'm just like all about Nick Cage all the time. And I will watch all of his stuff.
Would we equate that to the way maybe our parents or maybe grandparents were about Charlton Heston?
I think, yeah, Charlton Heston was like super racist in his stuff, though.
Yeah, no, he was ridiculous and absurd. But I'm just saying the following that he has created, is it not Heston-like? Or maybe Kirk Douglas-esque?
Yeah, Kirk Douglas. My favorite story of Kirk Douglas is still whenever he would show up to Hollywood parties with the executives, because like he was like the it boy in Hollywood,
right?
And the anti-Semitic Hollywood elites would be tearing into Jewish people, not knowing he was Jewish, and he would sleep with their wives.
Yep.
I'm not condoning adultery. I'm just saying that's a hell of a thing. And
But
he would let them
apparently
know, too.
We condone justice and revenge here. We just, whatever form it may take. Not really murder. Usually not great. It's probably not that.
Get your justice.
Yeah, justice. Whatever
against the
form it takes.
racists and the anti-Semites and everybody else, the prejudiced assholes.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, screw them. So, and anyway, I got something for you.
I'm excited for something.
Not just for you. I got something for everybody.
Ooh.
So, Casey.
We're all lucky today.
You shut your mouth and get excited, sir.
I am stoked, bro. This is my stoked face.
That is not your... I know your stoked face. I know you long enough. Show me your stoked face and say that line again.
This is my stoked face. Can't you see my stoked face?
No, I meant all excited.
Oh.
You gotta get excited, sir.
Gotta get excited.
All right, horror fans. As you guys know, we are official representatives for the Carolina Fear Fest at the end of the month, and it's coming fast, man. It really is.
Yeah, we'll tell you, boulder down a hill, buddy.
Oh my God! And well, with Carolina Fear Fest, they are doing a very special flash sale for Friday the 13th.
Yes.
And what that consists of, they're doing 13% off the weekend and VIP tickets until VIP is sold out. So make sure to get in there and act fast. It's also good for purchase of the Friends Weekend 4-pack, which is already discounted over weekend passes. But go get the extra discounts. Why not? Use promo code, and I'm going to put it up here on the screen so you guys don't forget it. You got to use promo code 13. 13 spelled out for Friday the 13th.
Capital T 13.
T13. I love it. So 13, use that to get the discount. You can go to thescenesnobs.com where we have a link to their site, or just go directly to carolinafearfest.com, which is linked in the description below. Friday is just for the weekend of VIP. So Friday night, so they're going to have a lot of stuff happening. And then there's varied content on all 3 days, which is going to be very exciting. We got the rundown for it. So you got to make sure you go to get, if you want to get your VIP tickets, which are worth it, or at least your weekend passes. Yeah. And it's well priced too, but 13% off is really good.
Yeah. Getting a nice sweet discount like that for just hanging out with us Scene Snobs. How about that, y'all? Isn't
Absolutely.
that special?
And if you don't want to hang out with us, there's plenty of other people to hang out with there.
Oh,
that are really
believe
fun.
me. Once you're there, there's tons of folk. We always like to do the vendors. I'm a huge shopping fanatic when I get to cons. That's what that's why I want to collect all my t-shirts, magnets, tchotchkes, and gifts for the year. It's wonderful. And they've got a wonderful selection of vendors. I love it. It's great.
You're smart about it.
$20 game, bro. There's $20 game. We can get a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh yeah, and we did last year because as you guys know, if you watch us when we're on locations and stuff, we do the $20 game where we each go out with $20 to see how much stuff we can buy each other, and goes pretty well.
Yeah, usually we try to outdo one another. You know, you got to over-impress your friend. You've got to buy your love. That's the message here.
I have a very special thing. Like, I know I said the flash sale is on Friday the 13th.
Yes.
Fact of the matter is, it is. But for Snobs Nation, anybody who is listening now or watching now or listening or whatever, before, from right now, this point, until Friday when it's over, you can use that promo code.
As of right now, 9:17 p.m. on Tuesday evening, wherever you may be when you listen to this podcast, if you aren't listening right now, go ahead and hit them up and use promo code 13 for 13% off. And I'm telling you, man, it's one of the best experiences I've been around. One of my favorite conventions, and I'm so excited that they decided to have us back and we didn't screw up too bad last year.
I feel like we've definitely like earned our worth this year.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. We've got a couple panels that we're going to be hosting. Yep. Super excited about that.
Oh yeah, I'm so stoked. I don't want to release any of that info now, but guys, there is content every day. That's different. The party is going to be Friday night for VIPs and weekend holders. And there's even more for VIPs, so you might want to push it to get that. There's going to be contests. There's going to be panels. There's going to be tons of stuff going on. Make sure to come check it out. Go to the description. Go in the description below. Click the link to carolinafearfest.com and get your tickets now with promo code 13.
Yeah.
So, Casey,
yeah, man, this is so exciting, man. I'm so stoked. Like, and you're right. It is getting here super fast. Like, looking at it, realizing it's the 10th, it's like, what is happening? This month is already flying.
Absolutely. And honestly, we've been covering a lot of horror this month, which we love doing.
Oh, yeah. It's one of my favorites. I mean, and we're not doing it at the pace that we do October. So it's always helpful.
So I will say this. We decided to do franchises every episode this month. And we've done 2 now. We've done Sleepaway Camp.
Yep.
We've done Critters.
Yep.
But we took on one that is like one of my favorites.
Yes. One of mine too.
Yeah. We've talked about this movie quite a bit with each other.
In our long, illustrious friendship, this has been a topic of conversation that I think originally bonded us. It might have been one of those first like keystone moments in our friendship. Like, you love that too?
Oh, yeah. And that's Tremors, my friend.
Tremors.
Hey, what's going on,
Radar? Radar, how you doing, buddy?
You just missed our whole
Carolina Fear Fest.
Whole Carolina Fear Fest, bitch. Use promo code 13. He doesn't have to. He works there.
Exactly. He'll be there. You can see Radar.
Yes. Come hang out with Radar. Radar's a lot of fun. We had a great time.
Radar's a blast, man.
Paul will be there. There'll be a bunch of Snobs Nation guys there. We're going to have a good time. So Tremors is so let's take a journey. And I know your journey is similar to this, especially because you've talked to me about other movies that have done this for you. But I remember walking into Palmer Video as a kid. That was the local video store before the Blockbusters. This is the 80s.
Oh, yeah. You got to have those local video stores, man. We had North Star.
Well, actually, technically, I think this is 1990. It was after the movie came out, because the movie came out in January.
I mean, the 80s didn't end till like 93, so.
True. It's true. And it still hasn't ended in like Europe, so it still works.
It's fair. It got stuck in Germany.
So this poster that I'm about to talk about is probably still up somewhere in a video store. But Palmer Video had like old wood paneling in it. Mm-hmm. Like, it was so cool. It was the best. And like, even
was there like the secret spot in the back with a big curtain in the corner, the like place you were supposed to go?
Adults only in a neon light. Because why? Because you're an asshole. Like, I mean, it didn't bother me. I was a kid. I couldn't go back there. But like, what adult was like, yeah, I'm going to go back there, and nobody's going to know what I'm doing?
Exactly.
We knew what was up.
We knew what was going on.
But I will tell you, they had like the cool like attic panel like ceiling that kind of curved up, and they used to hang posters from there. Nice. And it was all like the new posters coming out. So like, whenever I walked in there, my eyes immediately went to there to see what was coming. Yeah. And it was this fateful night. I remember it was Friday night. I went in there with my mom, my sister, and my aunt. We were staying at my grandparents' house in that town. And we were all picking up movies to watch and stuff and go back to the house. Now, I had already seen some horror movies at this point, But I was still young, and I was still like kind of got a little frightened by him, you know. But that enjoyable frightened.
Right.
I walked in to that video store, and I saw the poster for Tremors, where that giant monster is underground, and the 3 stars are tiny, right in the middle of its mouth, coming at it, and just saying Tremors. And Casey, let me tell you, when I say my imagination ran away with itself,
yeah,
and just all I imagined was, I didn't know what the premise was. I never saw a trailer. I didn't know anything. And all I thought I was going to get eaten by giant worms.
Yeah.
And it haunted me for a while.
Well, I mean, that's kind of where I came out with House 2. So I understand getting that haunted feeling. But Tremors for me was actually a very different experience. My first experience with Tremors, and the thing that I loved about it, was going to see it with my grandma at grandma's house on a Saturday night, because we were staying up to watch a movie. That happened to be what was on. And she was like, oh, this would be great for us. And because she liked the weird offbeat horror comedies, and it just worked out. And she was laughing the whole time. I was terrified. Meanwhile, like the next day walking out, there were flagstones to the car, and I had to hop on each one because I refused to walk on the ground.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Which where I grew up did not last long. My parents were like, no, and they just throw me out. You're fine.
I don't know how you could live on a farm. It's like no concrete anywhere.
No, nothing. There's no protection there. If those tremors are real, I'm done. Well, I used to think about this. And my thought was I had the cows, right? And the pigs. So we're going to know first because we're going to watch them get eaten.
True.
And hear that. And then we'll know the graboids are real and we got to get out.
Oh, my God.
The livestock was really a defense mechanism against most alien invasions and or monster incursions. So,
well, that was a movie that haunted me for like a year or two until I saw it when because I remember the poster for the second one coming out when they were all in the back of the truck. And I hadn't seen it, and I told my brother, I was like, I need to watch this movie. Can you rent it for me? He rented it for me and brought it home, and we watched it. I was like, this is not nearly as bad as because now I'm older. Now I'm a couple years older, and I played it up in my head so much that this is the scariest thing that's ever existed. That when I watched it, I'm like, I mean, it's fucking Footloose and shit. Like, whatever, you know.
It's Footloose screaming at giant worms that are eating trucks.
He's basically just telling the worms that he wants to be able to dance in this.
I just want to dance on the ground. Why can't I dance on the ground?
Do you think the worms were sent by John Lithgow?
They had to have been. Maybe John Lithgow was actually like summoning them, like he was the demon from the Underdark once they buried him. Because he didn't die. Never mind. Wrong story.
No, that's the other one. No, he was the one that was
he was the preacher. Yeah, he was the pastor. Yeah.
Oh my God, Laurie Singer showed up and Val just jumped on the ground and was like, "Take me," because she's annoying as hell in that movie.
She is. It all got crazy. I don't know. I love her in that movie. Are you kidding me? She's great.
Fuck that movie. I love Footloose.
She's a seismologist, bro.
No, not Laurie Singer was in Footloose.
Oh, duh. Sorry.
She was a preacher's daughter. I don't know. In Tremors was. I did not do enough research on.
Well, I didn't good thing we're breaking down the entire thing then.
I know you're like set. I know you did your research, and I did research, but I just did not do my due diligence.
My due diligence was pretty weak. Finn Carter was Rhonda Lebeck.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. Rhonda.
To answer your question, well, not your question, but to respond to your statement, Radar, Reba McEntire is a goddamn treasure in my eyes. She's dog's amazing. Name is Reba.
Yo, and Bert is pretty pimp because Bert winds up with Reba. He's also, I mean, at one point married to Judith Light, probably before Reba and like before he had the breakdown, when he had his family, he was tied to his family, if you will, and then broke those family ties to go be with Reba and then become a conspiracy theorist and hunt graboids.
I see what you did there.
It's a whole continuation.
Was he with Judith Light?
I mean, in television.
I know. Oh, so you remember that episode because that was literally on TV the other day.
Yeah.
When she plays the young intern that works at his thing and straight up tells him like, we can do anything you want and you never have to feel guilt. And I'm like, dude, you gotta get the fuck out of there, man.
Run, Michael Gross.
I was like, this is too much. This is too much pressure.
What do you
Get
mean
out there and
anything?
go back
Anything?
to Meredith.
Anything? What does anything mean? Anything could be everything.
And literally, you knew what she meant. She was wearing the red blouse and everything. Like, and it's fine. I'm not putting her down for it. I'm just saying, dude, go back to Meredith Baxter. Like, do it now.
Meredith Baxter Burnham was like the business.
Oh my God, she was like the hottest mom of all time.
Stunning, absolutely, and beautiful. Pragmatic and funny and witty. Come on.
Oh, she's adorable. Adorable. The whole family was adorable. Yeah. Okay, we're way off base.
We need adorables. We've gone from Tremors to Family Ties, which is an easy trip.
That is an easy trip, but it's funny that we went from Tremors to Footloose to Laurie Singer to John Lithgow to Reba McEntire.
Yes.
To Michael Gross to Family Ties. Like it took not even Michael to Family Ties. Michael Gross to Judith Light to Family Ties. Like so we were just in the multiverse of madness.
We got lost is what happened. That's actually the way we should now treat everything is just one big multiverse. So Michael Gross is all of those characters, but we could smash them into one.
I need to write to Marvel and have them just give me the scene where they go through the multiverse and that quick thing and just put our faces over those characters. And every time we get lost, I'm just going to play it.
Like, here we go. Good luck, everybody.
Because that is exactly what we do. We just go down a hole.
Yeah.
Now, I will say this. Like, when it comes to Tremors has 7 movies, dude.
Yeah, and I did not watch all of them. I watched trailers for most of them. I watched the first one, which I do love. The second one, which I actually have a greater affinity for than I remember. It was not nearly as bad as I recall.
I love
it. Was the third one when they get to the ass blasters. Yeah. That's when I struggled a little bit.
That was a sci-fi movie that they made to set up the TV show that they did.
Yeah, and the TV show is ridiculous. I watched an episode and was like, come on, what are we doing?
It wasn't. Great.
It's just poor acting. I mean, I'm going to be straight honest with you. It's just piss poor.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Like, I didn't love the third movie, whatever. I mean, I've watched it before, especially in marathons. But I do like the fourth one, which is the Old West when they fight
the Old West one was kind of weird, but it was all right. I watched like half of it. It was okay.
Yeah, I like it. It's also a sci-fi movie.
Yeah, you could feel that. It was dripping sci-fi.
But I thought it was tongue-in-cheek. I thought it was a lot of fun. Something different. Then you have Bloodlines, which is the next one after that, which is still sort of a serious weirdly Jamie Kennedy playing more of a weird, like, strong, heroic role.
Yeah, he was supposed to be the strong man. And I think this is why because Tremors did this. First, you've got Kevin Bacon, not generally, he was off-cast type for a horror movie like this for that position. Then you have Jamie Kennedy, very much not what you would traditionally expect. John Hader, Napoleon Dynamite is the hero in one of them as well. Shriek Island.
The third, the last one, the seventh one.
Yes, which I loved.
Because even
I watched that all the way through. I didn't know it existed, and I love that movie as much as I love the first one.
Yeah, I liked the last three. I thought the last three did a pretty good job with them. And Shrieker's Island, I thought was enjoyable for what it was and how it ended. And we've already spoiled enough, so I'm just going to say, of course, the great Michael Gross. That's his last film, and that's all I'll say on the matter.
Yep.
It
was beautiful too. I'm sorry, but that giving a slow motion, like his goodbye, his final wave was fantastic. And it was so wonderfully cheesy with the slow motion that took him like 9 shots to finally fall. It was hilarious. And
I'm glad that the franchise was his.
Yeah, right? out of everyone, because I love Fred Ward. I thought he was awesome. He's wonderful.
But Val got his movie.
Yep, first one right up the gate.
Earl got his movie.
Yep.
And then Michael Gross, arguably being in all of them, it was his to carry, and he carried the torch with it as long as he could. Mm-hmm. I mean, the man has shown up in many different places. He's a working actor. We know this. but he's famous for Family Ties.
Yep.
And maybe Cool as Ice, and that is stretching it when I say famous.
That is a long stretch, buddy.
It's a long stretch,
buddy.
That is one of the worst movies of all time.
Yeah.
And I think he knew it when he was in it. You can just see his face.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure you can't not know that. But then, you got Tremors. And he was able to hold Tremors the whole way. And I love him as that character.
He was actually in one of the sequels to the Sometimes They Come Back from or whatever, that Stephen King movie about when Tiffany Hutton was the star of the first one.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Timothy Hutton. Those are ones that elude me.
Yeah, the Sometimes They Come Back Again.
Yeah, I think the second one is the one that Michael Gross was like the star of that one. And he did a pretty good job in that. I remember liking that one, but yeah, I can't remember. But Tremors was his. And he ran with it, and he took it, and I appreciate that man for carrying it for 7 movies. I hope they don't make it.
7 movies. I don't want another one. Tremors is one of the few, because normally, I've been very candid in regards to how I feel a lot of remakes are. I have no problem seeing someone else's version. I mean, it's exciting to get other people's interpretations of art.
Yeah.
But I think Tremors has done what it was supposed to do. Tremors isn't going to get more. You know what I mean? I mean, if we're going to do a reboot, it's got to be a full reboot. We have to start from ground zero, and it's really hard to capture. The same way with Critters, Child's Play. It's hard to capture that initial feeling. As some newer movies and newer IPs have since been able to do it, like Jeepers Creepers, I think has done a fantastic job in the modern era. Scream has done a really good job. Final Destination has done a really good job of being able to maintain and grow something new that gets way too many sequels. It goes on far longer than it probably should, but we still enjoy thoroughly. So Tremors, I think, shouldn't be redone. We should find other things to do in that vein, because it's a wonderful line of movies and a lot of fun to watch.
Well, here would be my argument for Tremors 2 go on, but it didn't happen, so the argument is void now. But if Jamie Kennedy had stayed on for the last one, and then they said, all right, Bert's gone, Jamie's Welker character is taking over, and then he's going to be the guy, I would have been okay with it, because the man was in 3 movies.
Fair. Yeah.
But he didn't come back and then play some John Heater, and now I don't give a shit.
I didn't.
You can't have one and carry.
Yeah. No, John Heater was fine, but they could do it if they were going to do a John Heater and Jamie Kennedy movie.
But all right, so here's where I get nitpicky though. Jamie Kennedy didn't do the last one, so you're already out, because you need to be. It's like if you take over, in my opinion, because it goes with Michael Gross, you have to be in every one since you started.
Like, since Gross was in every one since he started. I get that. Totally fair. Totally understandable.
And I feel like it carries.
I don't think we should deny it. I think we should allow it, because I think Heater could be the handoff there. So you could have that baton in the middle.
No, Napoleon Dynamite can get his own franchise. He screwed up. He joined too late.
Too late, John.
It's over. It's dead now. You're not allowed to have it.
Not your option. You're out.
But let me ask you, before we kind of move on to the next thing, what is your favorite version of the Tremor?
Okay, so my favorite version, I have 2. Because I like the graboid. I like the traditional big old giant worm, man. I'm a traditionalist, and I love that thing. I think that was cool. It was fun. It was scary. It was great to see it when it had jumped out of, or through the cliff. Yeah, that was great to see it in its entirety, because I like the movies where you only see part of it. You're not really sure. You only see the tongue worm at first, and then you kind of see the whole beaked thing, or like its back.
They really played that horror up with that one too.
Yeah, they really did, and I really like the way they do that. The Shrieker Island was not great if you're looking for like a quality movie, but it's wonderful if you want a Tremors movie. And that's because of the giant Tremor Queen, the Mega Tremor, the Mega Graboid. She was rad. She was really cool. So I dug that. And even the little guys, the Screechers, they looked kind of cooler in that one, because they had like bone armor.
Yeah, they really did put together again, like you said, just it's kind of like a crazy direct-to-video version, but it was fun. It was enjoyable, and there were some cool elements to it.
Yeah.
But overall, what would you rank the Tremors franchise?
So I'm kind of struggling with this one because I feel like it is definitely better than Critters overall. I feel like as a franchise, it's better. I feel like it's got better movies, it's got better acting, it's got better writing, and just across the board is better. Better bad guys too, better villains. The Critters you can't really take seriously. And by comparison to Sleepaway Camp, I mean you have a slasher versus a monster movie, so it's automatically difficult to compare the two. Yeah. But I'd have to say that this one out of 10. Now, you want to do out of 5? Let's go out of 5. I'm going to give it 4 ass blasters out of 5. Now, the reason for that is rewatchability. Because every single one of these movies, once you know all of the main bad guys and all of the main characters, you can pop into any one of these movies and enjoy yourself. And I think that's so important to be able to just go, I want to watch a Tremors movie and just pick one. And it's nice that any one of them are something that I could land on and be totally fine for an hour and a half.
Are we both in agreement that number 1 is our favorite?
Oh, absolutely, 100%. Yeah. No, number 1 is the top. Like, there's nothing really close. The second one is up there. I do really like the second one.
Yeah, me too.
It was a lot of fun.
When I worked for Mario Likes Movies and I wrote articles, I wrote a tribute blog to Earl Bassett. Nice. Earl Bassett, a hero, because I felt like the man deserved to have something written about him.
He did.
Other than with Val in it.
Yeah, no, that's very true. It's very true. Yeah, Earl Bassett was an amazing character, and I have to say the first one is the best. The second one is a strong follow-up. But any of the other ones, I don't know that I'm going to seek out, but I will watch if they're on.
I like it. That's great feeling on it. Or not feeling. I don't know. It's a great
song. How do you feel about it, bro?
Words.
Where do you rate it?
I'll go with the 4. I was going to go with 3.5, but I'll go with 4 out of 5. It is a very enjoyable franchise. You, I think, hit the nail on the head. It's like one of those franchises you can watch any one and not really be lost. And I like that in the franchise. Yeah. I think some franchises that are like Batman.
Yeah.
You can really watch any Batman movie and you're not going to be lost.
Yeah, exactly. It kind of like with Critters. If you don't watch Critters 1, you don't know much of what's going on in Critters 2. It's very hard to try to play catch up in that scenario.
True. Although in certain Batman movies, you might be a little lost when you're like, why do you adopt a 48-year-old man?
Well, that's a different type of lost.
We ask that question too all the time.
That's what Bob Kane struggled with when he made it.
Why did he give that 48-year-old man that he adopted a rubber suit? Oh, you'll see.
Interesting.
With a little birdie on it. All right, Case. So I went down a rabbit hole the other day.
Not shocking.
Not at all. And I watched a video on Double Toasted. They're a great podcast. People should check them out. They're really good. Do a lot of video work on YouTube. And they review movies, and it's much like we do, and we are like with Mannequin and stuff like that. They're a little bit different with kind of how they do it versus how we do it, but everybody reviews movies now, it seems.
Well, of course.
But they had one movie on, right? And when I tell you, I went and I watched the trailer for this movie. I'm going to preface it real quick. The movie was made in 1984.
Okay.
It was shot in 1984, and then the production company folded, and the footage just sat in the can until 2021.
Whoa.
And then another production company found it, got the rights to it, and then edited the movie together, dubbed voices from other celebrities. And it's called New York Ninja.
Okay.
And I'm going to play the trailer for you. But I'm not talking about trailers today, and we can get into a New York Ninja. But when I say I went down a rabbit hole, it was a rabbit hole of weird.
All right.
And we'll get there. But let's start with this one. Just watch this little journey with me.
Abductions of young women are still being reported. Another woman with mysterious radiation burns has been discovered.
We're gonna have a baby.
Oh my God.
I love everything about
I can't
this.
believe that John's wife was murdered.
You
Guess
have to
he's not
try and
having a
pull
baby.
yourself together.
This city owes me
Well, what's that? Justice.
Yeah, it does. Where's my
Why won't anyone do anything?
We are strong on crime, and together we have the power.
This is a big city. We're doing what we can.
Man, I tell you what, we need ninjas again. Ninjas really handled shit in the 80s.
Look at that game.
Tell the others I'm coming for them.
Fuck yeah. Oh, look at how quickly we're in.
I need you to help me.
I would, but I want them dead.
Crime has remained at an all-time low thanks to ninja fever.
We're going live with this. These men murdered her because of what she saw. It's linked to these abductions.
There's something weighing us down. It's that damn ninja.
New York Ninja's a real hero.
We 100% need to get our hands on that movie for the roast show.
Yo, I want to watch that real bad because that looks incredible.
I'm so happy they found that footage. It looks bonkers ridiculous, and I cannot wait to see it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, come on. I'm serious, though. We need ninjas again. Ninjas cleaned up New York City, between the Turtles and now American ninjas.
The 80s had so many ninja movies before the Turtles.
Tons of ninjas, man.
There's just ninjas everywhere. I feel like Karate Kid was like, hey, learn karate. And everybody was like, what's this? Ninjas? I want this.
I mean, what better fish out of water story than a bunch of ninjas coming to America and then just murdering criminals?
That would be awesome.
Right? I mean, we kind of got the reverse of that in The Hunted, where he became a samurai to hunt ninjas after being hunted by ninjas. We need more Christopher Lambert, too. He might help clean up the streets.
Oh, my God. No. Stay home, Christopher Lambert, with your goggles. You can't see anything anymore. I don't mind disabilities. Wait, that came out wrong.
Wow. That was really going to be special. I don't mind disabilities.
I meant I don't like to make fun of disabilities. But that guy is a dick. That's it. That's all I got. He's just a dick.
Fair enough.
That really went a place I was not prepared for.
I know. You
said Christopher Lambert and my eyes just got red.
Yeah, you did. You just went after the Lambert. And I don't know why, man. He was Highlander, bro.
I know. I still love Highlander, but
he was Connor McLeod. The less of the McLeods, of course, because Duncan was way better.
Duncan was way better.
Way better.
That show was awesome.
Oh, it was amazing. I love that show, man. And then do you remember Amanda the Raven? The thief girl who was like, oh, I loved her, dude. I think she was on like 4 episodes, but she was my favorite side character.
But it was Duncan who did get the quickening in the end.
Absolutely, because he had to. Connor had to give him his power like 2 movies before he even finished.
That didn't even, yeah, because it was the Source.
Yeah,
it was Highlander, the Source, where he got it, which was that weird like up against green screen movie that took place all over the place. It was weird.
Yeah, where the one where they were all like
best rated ever.
He is the best rated ever. But that's the one where they were all stuck in the pods because they didn't want to live anymore. So like the immortals were like, we're just gonna go to this chamber. We know everyone's hunting us, and if they find this one chamber, they'll be able to wipe most of us out, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
First of all, best rated ever was in Big Trouble in Little China. Get over yourself.
Okay, well, yeah, you're not wrong.
So I went down like a weird celebrity video extravaganza after that, and I found some crazy stuff.
What'd you find?
This one was from another YouTube channel. I forget the name of.
Hello, Riser Show Business. Oh, yeah, sure. Okay. Where do they live?
Come home to the best. NBC #1. It's gonna cost.
What is happening in this?
I know I'm not on the map.
I know. No.
Yeah, just drive up to Bob Holt's.
There's a little echo too.
My name is Paul Reiser.
All right, fuck it. We'll get rid of that one. Then check this
one.
I don't
even like that was weird. What is Paul Reiser doing?
He's like all over the place. There's one where he's talking to Sherman Hemsley and he's just demonically laughing. It was so weird.
Is it like a Visa MasterCard commercial?
It just says Paul Reiser's Hollywood, and that's all he is. He goes and talks to different celebrities. He like yells at Betty White at some point.
Oh my god!
Like Betty White's like, the 5th season of Golden Girls is coming back, and he's like, Betty, I gotta go.
Wow,
it's so odd, man. If there wasn't an echo, I'd keep playing. But here comes the fun part.
Okay,
you ready for the exercise videos to end all exercise videos?
Well, I mean, I grew up on Jane Fonda workout tapes, so you're really not going to shock me too much.
Then your body is in terrible condition because you need to be working out with Dirk Benedict.
No.
Look at those plum smuggler shorts.
Oh man, these things are money. Look at those super steel stomachs. Oh, those huge socks.
Listen carefully to the instructions
It's almost
of
the
each exercise and take your time. If you cannot do a particular exercise exactly as described, keep trying. Your ability to do the exercise will, I guarantee you, improve.
Thanks,
Never
Boomer.
push to the point of injury. Okay, let's begin your warm-up. You're on your way to a stronger and flatter stomach.
Shirts off.
Good luck.
Shirts off, sex is up. Like, what's he doing? Wait a minute, are we going to work out with him?
Begin the eliminator with your weight on the left leg and your right foot pointed out to the side. Trunk rotation. Jumping rope
trunk rotation.
or running in place.
I know this one. This is all the stuff they
Toe
do
touch,
in
reverse
the Chinese
out.
factories, right before they get working.
Oblique side
It's just an
burn.
excuse for him to have a shirt off the entire
High
time.
dive.
Seriously, I mean, well, you know we got
Transverse
mad late on
control.
this. They didn't even
Sprinter
need-
takeoff. Toe point resist.
And I also like
Side
seeing the
lateral
older
kick.
names for all these workouts.
Challenger 1.
Yeah, right. This is basically yoga.
Squeeze.
Challenger 1.
Look at the squeeze play.
Why is it?
Squeeze
What's
play
Challenger
2.
2?
Oh my God! Put it away. Put it away, Dirk.
Bicycle kick.
No.
That concludes your
Don't
workout.
lay down.
Now let's begin the cool down.
Well, there's a whole process
The
to his
longest
cool down.
yard.
The
Oh,
long.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
to the
That
shower.
leg lifted
The
up.
big leaguer.
I'm proud of you. I knew we could do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel pretty great that
I
just
feel
gave me a
molested.
thumbs up, but
I
I also
feel-
saw his dong.
I feel like I just walked out of a confessional. And
Yeah, there's
somebody,
a lot of emotions right now.
somebody
there's-
showed me some shit.
Yeah, I definitely saw something. I mean, that was a member of the A team, man. That's face.
Yeah. Well, he was
Which
not
I,
the face
but I
man in
wouldn't
that.
because I see it as face. It makes it funnier because I can see him doing that as face. So it just makes it a character thing. The thing that bothers me is hearing him like what are those positions? What Challenger 1? Like, I'm sorry, but I don't think your workout should correlate to like NASA launches.
What was the position where he literally just laid on his back and had his knees up and just spread eagle and didn't do anything?
Apparently,
he just showed
it's
us
part of
his nuts.
cool down.
I promise you that was Dirk Benedict and that his voice. Oh my God. All right.
That was very special.
I'm going to show you a special video that I found that is so odd. I can't
Is it
wait
going to be
do
heartwarming like that one was?
No.
I hope you got something good to eat tonight.
Gee golly willikers.
Coach
You don't
really
say
gave
that
us
to your
a
mother.
workout.
She would smack you.
Oh boy,
No.
ham.
This kid sucks.
I'm so hungry I could eat up. I'm real trying to see what
He just
the damn
changed
I could
sentences in the middle.
He was mouthful.
Sure.
Huh?
Could you serve yourself in a less athletic manner?
Oh.
Ooh, that's nice.
Is this better?
That kid would be put through that fucking wall.
Oh, in a fucking heartbeat. You don't talk to your mom that way. You
Mother
dick.
goes to all the
50s?
trouble to prepare a fine meal. It's
Bow tie
It's all
dad
the
over
common
here would have
courtesy,
put
Chuck.
that kid through the
I
fucking wall.
know, but I couldn't
Yeah.
help it. I was late home from school.
Never mind. He did wash up and brush his hair.
She would have been put through the wall for
I saw
talking back to her
Barbara's mother
husband.
downtown. That's quite a supper party. she's
50s was a
planning.
nightmare.
Yeah, it
Is
was
this
bad
Friday?
time.
I'm not going.
He's
Why
not
not?
going to the dinner.
Do I have to have a reason?
But
Yes,
all
you
your
do.
friends will be
You
there.
better.
Get your fucking reason together.
Don't talk with your mouth full.
Dude, that kid's lip quivered.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
That's gonna hit me.
That belt was coming, kids.
Oh my god.
You do, Chuck.
And fucking Ricky Nelson goes up.
We're looking into the future, Chuck. I am the young man you are going to be in a few short years.
You found this video? How the fuck did you get here?
Well,
dude, this isn't even it. I have more.
And take it from me.
Man, look, I found down some
We won't be
YouTube
turning
spirals.
down
This is
invitations.
special.
This is This went far.
Tell me,
This went far.
why aren't you going?
I have one that really needs to be picked apart. That's a Star Wars
You
one.
worried
Don't
about
worry.
not doing the
Well,
right
I'm very
thing?
excited
You're a
also,
table
though,
man.
to know that that Moose
Now
and
you're
Christmas
talking
tree
like
sweatshirt
Mom
is
and Dad.
available in my
Look.
size.
You
We
may
should
not care
get
much
them
about
and go as
table
them
manners
for
now.
Halloween.
But
I'm
when you
in.
grow up to be me, then you'll care.
Then
This is
why?
future
Why
Johnny.
does it matter?
For several reasons. Look,
This
maybe I
kid.
can show you. If we know what to do, I think we'll want to go.
Well,
Look sharp now. There.
Oh,
There's the place
yeah.
setting properly
Snap
arranged.
magic.
fucking talents.
it
and
looks
shit.
all right.
Classic
but
50s snap magic.
what am I supposed to do? That's the question.
Thanks, Coronet.
Well, what would you do if you sat down to dinner and found 3 forks, like this?
Stab somebody.
Probably end up with one left over and wonder what I did wrong.
Not if you remember one simple rule.
What's
Stab
that?
Always
somebody.
use silverware from the outside in.
Outside in. I remember
Starting
that.
from
It's
the
like front to
outside,
back.
Use this for your salad, this for your main course,
That-
and this.
I
Why,
can't even
that one
say
must
it.
be
It's
for
so
the dessert.
mean.
You see? It's easy.
Yeah, see, it's a dessert. You're
But
not an
there's
idiot
something
after all.
funny.
Here are 3 seashells.
Doesn't the butter knife belong here?
Well, the book says either place.
What is
And
this
speaking
book?
of
The
book,
Bible?
It wouldn't hurt
Miss
to
Sanders,
Google
bro.
sometime and check up on any
Who
points
buys
that
a
you're
book
not sure
on
of.
how to act
Sure,
during?
we have some books in
Everyone
school,
in the
but
50s.
I'll have to be careful who sees me reading it.
Don't worry, you can manage.
Yeah, you don't want anybody to see you.
And now
read.
Yeah,
use
you don't
these
want
things.
anyone to
Let's
know that
have
you were reading a manners book,
some
kid.
food.
Gotta eat that food.
Say, it's too bad you've just eaten.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
But
Excuse
oh,
me, I'm going to eat.
If you'll remember that in eating,
I'll eat
there are
athletically.
3 kinds of food.
How are
Finger
you
food,
eating
fork
athletically?
foods, and spoon food. Now,
I'm gonna
clean
tell my
dry
kids that all the
foods,
time now. Could
bread
you
is
please
one of
stop
them,
eating in an
are
athletic
finger
manner?
foods. But when you have something that's messy or sticky, you better use a fork.
Yeah.
Better
like
use
a
a
cream
fork.
puff?
That's the idea.
Fucking idiots.
Now, fork foods include meats, potatoes, vegetables.
That kid would be in a
Now,
down by the river.
if he doesn't get his
There's a right way to
manners
hold a
together.
fork, and this
Yeah,
is
seriously, this kid needs to be beat up, man. And why are we eating?
Don't
I don't
put
know.
under
I'm
your
very
fork
confused by
any
some of
more
this
than
right now.
one
I feel like
I
this is
want
too
this
much.
to
I feel like we should probably like
Oh,
move on to
yes.
the next video
After you've placed
because I'm
food
kind
on
of
your
trapped
fork,
in this.
if you decide to toss
That's fine by me.
The
It went
50s
along.
have won. They took control for a little bit there. That was creepy and terrifying.
It did
And we
take
should
control.
absolutely do a show just mocking that.
Oh my god, dude! There's so many of them too.
Oh,
Like,
I
I could
believe
not. I had to stop myself. I was like, I can't. I was
Please
like, I
tell me
can't.
you found some like Electrolux commercials. Like,
Oh, I found a lot, dude. I found so many, and there was a lot that I was like, I don't know if I can show this on the podcast.
yeah, YouTube spirals are dangerous, man. You gotta be
It's
careful.
very-
You gotta be very careful. The internet is a dangerous place. If you're not, don't go
it
alone.
really is. Next time I'll have you with me.
I'm there.
All right. Let's see what everybody's saying. Why am I in a turtleneck sweater now?
Aha! You'll never know what happened.
Well, radar. Let's
Snap
talk
magic.
about dinner. Let's see if you recognize this celebrity.
Okay.
When Going Great sent me to check out the first Canadian
National
International Teddy Bear Convention, I thought I was in for a lot of craziness. Why are all the bears first name Teddy? What college did he go to?
Pause
I don't
preparatory.
even think he's Canadian.
Here he is wearing his t-shirt.
Oh, there we go.
I love these
Pause prep.
outfits.
Oh, rah, rah. What do
Woman's hair
your
is
friends think
beast.
about you collecting bears? I've been looking all over you. We gotta go down to the Bears Only Cafe and talk bearsness. Listen, you know that Bears and
Full
Sesame
on bear
contest?
style.
We've got problems. So listen, we'll go down, we'll talk business, and hey, everything will be okay.
We're gonna bear it up.
I love this guy. Oh, she's so cute. Look at that.
John Wick.
Oh, bear attack. See, that's why you can't trust bears, John. No.
It's the John Wick prequel where he fights a bear.
As Graham Abbey says, if the bear fits,
Wear it.
I mean, you can't fight that. You have to wear it.
You got to wear it. That's
Gotta wear it.
100%.
If the bear
And he
fits,
was wearing the shit out of that. That 12-year-old was wearing the shit out of that fedora with a bear on it.
wore the shit out of it. And
That
I
is a
believe that's
thing
like
that
a
happens.
mid-top hat.
Have you ever seen the Vin Diesel Street Sharks commercial? Yes, I have seen that one. Radar, you're on a completely different level than where I'm at right now. It's a good one. But you're still in the safe zone. I went
Everything's
pretty
still fine where you are.
There's some things that I couldn't. Now here's this one.
Okay.
I want to watch it with you, and then we're going to talk about it.
Okay.
I need you to watch this, and we need to think about something after we watch it.
Okay.
We're Darth Vader's Raiders, and we can't believe the things that you do. We never met a trooper play hide and seek the way that you do. You're outside, but be my foe. Look out, people, 'cause here we come. We know just what to do with you, so get ready. The change to what we're through with you, so get ready. Here we come. Get ready, 'cause here we come. Get ready, 'cause here we come. Here we come. Get ready, 'cause here we come. Get ready, 'cause here we come. Gotcha.
Sorry, buddy. I had to keep muting you because we couldn't hear you.
So they were captured.
They were captured. Now, for everybody who's listening to this at a later date, that is a video from 1977, a Donnie and Marie variety show Star Wars special.
Amazing.
And
with the "Get Ready, Here I Come," a Temptation song, which is wonderful.
Yes. It's those are stormtroopers singing that they were coming for Donnie, Marie, and Chris Christopherson.
Is that who was Han Solo?
Yes.
Yo.
But now let's think about this.
Okay.
Chris Christopherson played Han Solo. Donnie played Luke Skywalker.
Yep.
Marie played Leia.
Yeah.
This was 1977.
Yeah.
Nobody knew they were brother and sister yet. Everybody thought they were love interests from the first movie.
That is fair. Yes, they did.
So
they did smooch and everything.
Why did the brother and sister decide to play Luke and Leia?
Because they simply can't allow the other one to have the limelight. This isn't a matter of incest. This is a matter of just ego. They simply will not let the other person be the bigger character or the larger actor outshine them.
But Han Solo is a big character too.
Hey, look, bro. Some people's is different. And then
folks
is different.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if you're related to Donnie and Marie. And that's why you're getting weirdly protective of them. But let's face facts, Casey. Let's face facts. Those two thought they were the love interests in this.
Yeah, look, I'm not saying it was a wise move. All right. They probably could have cast themselves better.
How did nobody point this out to him? Like, they're the love interests, right?
You know what? That he was his sister, you sick fuck.
Yeah, we found that out later. And now I'm convinced George Lucas watched that special and was like, I'm going to change this up.
I've got to do something different here because that's not what I want to see.
Because
when I watch my Donnie and Marie, when I turn on the Osmonds, I sure as shit had better not see some weird incest.
He was probably mad that they made a better variety show than he did with Star Wars.
That's totally valid. I'm still shocked that there wasn't a Danny Bonaducci in there because I feel like he was in every variety show in the 70s.
Oh my God, you get that kid out there. He was probably in R2D2. Kenny Baker
He's in the can the whole time.
If they knew Han was the love interest, it would have been Donnie. I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Yeah. Oh no, absolutely.
that is out there. I took a clip. That whole thing is on there, and
I'm excited for the whole thing. Well, I believe the special guest was actually Peter Mayhew because he special guested in everything.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Chewie showed up.
Chewie showed up, man. Chewie showed up for Han. Chewie showed up for everybody.
Chewie wasn't a trooper, but he was. If you know what I mean.
I know what you're saying.
Well, Case, I think we should go to our last topic of the night, and I wanted to play a little game with you.
Let's do it, man. I'm excited for games. I like games. I hope I lose.
Well, we'll see. So we've heard of poorly poorly described movies, poor plot lines, things like that. They're funny. So I took some. Some are taken right out of the gate. I had to twinge them a little bit, tweak them a little bit. So just kind of add a different reference, see if you get them or not. Okay. But I'm gonna pull them up now. Everybody who's watching at home or listening later, feel free to comment with your guesses. But Casey, I'm gonna read these off to you, and you tell me what the movie is.
Fantastic. And I want everyone to comment along because I'm going to kind of work my way through getting the answer here. So I'll work my brain out with everybody along the way.
I have 11.
Okay,
so we're gonna
11.
See. It's best of 11. We'll see what happens.
Sweet.
All right, first one. Disfigured man has an unhealthy obsession with a teenager.
So disfigured man leaves me open to a lot of things because it could be scarred, it could be hurt, it could be in a wheelchair, who knows how they're disfigured. Unhealthy obsession with a teenager. I mean, that's pretty much everyone who has an obsession with a teenager. Adam Brody is someone I go to, like in having an obsession in the Land of Women. But I feel like this one is going to go because of the disfigurement. I'm saying this is Man Without a Face.
Good guess. And that does work.
Mel Gibson, 1992 or 3?
You are incorrect, but it is a good guess. It's Harry Potter.
I like it. All right, cool.
This one might have been my favorite. It made me chuckle quite a bit. A trash can and a flower pot force fat people to walk.
Trash can and a flower pot force fat people to walk. Oh, that's Wall-E.
Yep. Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, because they weren't walking. So yeah, I get
very
that.
Very nice. All right. This one I think you might get, but we'll see.
Okay.
Rich girl opens her heart to a poor boy, then shuts door on him.
Okay. This could be a couple things. Can't Buy Me Love pops in there as possibly being one. Maybe more along the lines of, okay, rich girl opens her heart to poor boy and then shuts door on him. Gosh, man, I don't know. I just kind of brain farted on that one.
Titanic.
Okay. Did she shut the door on him, or did she just like
she shut that shit down?
She let go. She let go. She lied.
There's
She was a liar. By the way, Rose was a liar. So we just need to know that. That's probably why I didn't want to go there, because I get really, incensed over her lie McLiar face.
Screw that lying bitch.
Whoa, but yeah.
All right, here we go. Billionaire starts a war with an immigrant.
Ooh, is that Charlie Wilson's war?
No.
Billionaire starts a war with an immigrant. The Flight.
What?
No, The Terminal. Sorry, I meant The Terminal.
The Terminal.
That's
a good guess, but it's Batman versus Superman.
Oh, I love it. Okay, that's great. That's awesome.
I want to see how you do with this one. Boy spends life trying to master his craft, but fails.
Oh, well, that's easy. It's Flashdance.
Oh, she didn't. That was first of all, it was a girl.
Well, yeah, but that was it. The story isn't about her. It's about the guy behind her who actually won his scholarship.
I'm gonna hint this one on you.
Okay, all right, hold on.
I'm gonna give the emphasis on the word that's the hint. Okay.
Okay.
Boy spends life trying to master his craft, but fails.
Puppet Master?
Son of a bitch. Star Wars prequels.
And no, Anakin did not fail. He mastered his craft.
No, he mastered the Sith craft. He never became a master.
He mastered his craft. He
became a Dark Lord, not a master. It's true though. All he wanted was master, but he became
syntax.
That's the best part about these.
I know, it's wonderful.
All right, so you got Wall-E.
That's it.
I think that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we still got a few left. Don't worry.
I'm not. I'm having a blast. I'd rather lose gloriously.
Americans finally bother to learn a foreign language.
Contact?
That's a good guess. Stay with that one. Make another guess.
Okay. Shit. What was the one that wasn't Contact, but it was the newer one that came out with?
Yep.
It's the whole language thing.
Yep.
Is that Sandra Bullock? Who's in that? They've got the watery wall thing. Like the Abyss. Who is it?
It's Amy Adams.
Amy Adams. Oh gosh, that
You
makes
got
it
this.
worse.
You're right there. Do it.
I can't remember it.
I might give it to you anyway because it's Arrival.
Arrival. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see who got it. Oh, Horst. I think you mean host, but or you might mean Horst. I don't know, but it is not that. Good guess, Real Radar. I'm glad you're playing along. All right, here we go. A family's hotel experience goes very wrong.
Funny Farm?
Oh, that's a house experience.
Depends. Let's see. Family's hotel experience goes very wrong. Ghostbusters?
That's a good guess. Dunstan checks in. No.
Wait. Oh no. What is the one with damn it. Grand Budapest Hotel.
Not bad, but doesn't fit the family mold.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was just trying. What do you got?
The Shining.
Fair. Yep. Viable. It's always the easier ones that I just I'm all about finding the smaller, absurd ones. I do not think about anything that's common. I'm like, no.
That's very fair. And a good job, Radar. You got it. It was The Shining.
Yeah, Radar.
All right. Homeless brothers become vigilantes.
Double Dragons?
No. It's an odd choice, but I like it.
It's got to be Trading Places.
No, they're not. No, they weren't brothers in that.
Yeah,
the Duke brothers.
The Duke brothers. Yeah,
that's true. Not them.
It's not them. All right.
And they didn't become vigilantes. And now you're just thinking brothers.
Exactly. I got stuck.
Bob says Boondock Saints.
What's up, Bob?
And Radar got it. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Nice. They are homeless. Yep.
All right, here we go. Woman murders another for a pair of shoes.
Death becomes her.
No, keep going. You know this one. You got
Devil
this.
Wears Prada?
Now, keep going. You think older.
Oh, older?
Yeah, like much older.
Like whatever happened to Baby Jane?
Even older.
What's that, Boulevard?
No, think about somebody who takes shoes from a dead body. You son of a bitch! You got to get this one.
The Undertaker?
No. All right. Let's think that I'm gonna listen. I'm sending it to you right now. I'm mind melding you from across the room, and I'm not even gonna pull a comment up. Don't look at the comments.
I'm not looking at the comments. I'm looking directly at you.
Directly at me. I'm looking at you.
Yeah.
All right. I just sent it to you. Guess.
Are they trying to get at the Wizard of Oz?
Boom, baby! Yeah, we are. See, we got that mental capacity,
strength.
And give it to Radar because he did say that. And don't come on, leave Casey alone.
That's part of the fun, Radar. If I don't get out here and just throw out ridiculous stuff, you guys don't get to play along because then I just get them all right.
That's true.
That's not fun. Nobody likes a guy who gets them all right.
I mean, I like to get them all right, but nobody likes me. So
I don't. Right. I like to gloriously crash and burn.
This one I thought was pretty funny. A girl changes her look and lets the man of her dreams do all the talking.
Single white female?
I don't think so. Maybe. No.
The Talented Mr. Ripley.
I mean, you're not off. You could say any rom-com and it would work, but this is specific.
Pretty much. A girl changes her look and lets the man of her dreams do all the talking. She's all that.
When I wrote this, I was like, yeah, that's She's All That. But no, it's not She's All That.
Damn. I don't know. I'm perplexed.
The Little Mermaid.
Well done, sir. Well done.
See, Radar? You got it wrong, too. Come on. It's The Little Mermaid.
Hey, man. You leave Radar alone.
Bub got it, though.
Bub's nailed it. Nice.
All right. Let's see. We got one more.
Let's do it. Let's do it to it, and then we're pushing past the finish line.
Oh, yeah. You got The Wizard of Oz, and you got Wally. So you're 2 for 11.
2 for 10.
I am feeling you're going 3 for 11. All right. Here we go. Older sister ruins younger sister's chance at being on TV.
Is there a documentary about the Olsen sisters I don't know about?
No.
Okay.
You got this. Think about it.
I don't know, man. Practical Magic.
No, were they on TV in that one?
I have no idea. I'm tapped. I'm tired. I don't know what it is.
All right, fair enough. I'm going to leave it open for a few seconds for comments to guess, but then I will tell the answer. But let me show it one more time as we kind of wind down a little bit. Older sister ruins younger sister's chance at being on TV. What you got for me, everybody? Okay. So, Case, I meant to start with this, but I'm going to end with it now. You know, the Craft. It is not the Craft, and since Radar and Bubba are the only ones guessing, really, I'm just going to give the answer. It's Hunger Games.
Ah, okay. Nice.
Hunger Games.
Nice.
Okay. So we know Zephram Cochrane, the man who founded Warp Speed or Warp Drive or whatever.
Yes, the creator of the Phoenix.
Yes.
From the ashes, using a ballistic missile that carried a nuclear warhead, he was able to create Warp Drive. And we on Earth were finally visited by the Vulcans.
Well, the man who played him,
yes,
Mr. James Cromwell, who was in many a thing, was arrested today.
What?
Yes.
Man. Gee, you're laughing, so I really hope he was like naked in a mall. Like
worse. I'd almost hope he like went crazy and went naked in the mall. Jesus Christ, I can't help but laugh every time I start trying to say it. He super glued his hands to a counter of a Starbucks to protest the fact that they have an upcharge on their vegan milk option.
No. What?
And he just sat there with signs with other people for PETA or whatever, just kind of screaming about it, like screaming about how there's some people who are lactose intolerant and you're charging them more and you're corporate. He super glued his hand to the counter at a Starbucks in New York City.
I mean, that is a level of commitment that I don't think anyone should try to do.
I've just been laughing about this.
I don't get that. I don't understand how you come to the conclusion that super gluing your hands is going to get you what you want.
I don't know. There's so how are you like 94 years old and thinking that you can super glue? First of all, that's just dangerous within itself. That extra skin needs to stay on, pal.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, there's extra stretch and play in there, so who knows what could happen? And not to mention, how high are you going to get? Maybe that can't be good for the few brain cells you have left. That just starts, pushing you out.
And like, what does that look like? Do you walk in and you're just like, the barista comes up and is like, "What do you want?"
Yeah.
You just stop charging so much for plant-based milk.
Exactly. Wow.
You dunce. I like James Cromwell, but
I love James Cromwell, but that's a real extremist move, man.
From warp speed to completely immobile.
Not functioning. Nice.
Maybe it's because he's 94 years old. Hey, man, that man can still act. I saw him on Succession.
Oh, yeah. No, I completely claim he's a great actor. He still is a good actor. But that's just a really weird choice. A strange way to go about it. Like, because then what's the way you get it off? Like hot water? You got to sit there for a while and everybody coming up and talking to you the whole time? Like, how many people? Like, and what if one of the Starbucks employees is trying to feed you a drink? They're like, you need to drink while you're here protesting. So they're like they're feeding it to him. And then after he's done, before they're getting ready to remove the glue, they have to give him his payment. So they lift one hand off first. And they're like, all right, pay your bill. Now you can go.
Like, I like what you're saying here, Radar. Like, he couldn't afford the upcharge. Here's the deal.
It's called inflation, and everyone's screwed by it right now. So,
yeah, but I don't even that. Take that out of the mix here, the inflation. Okay. Get something 100% straight. If you're shopping at a Starbucks, first anywhere, you can afford the upcharge. And if you're shopping at a Starbucks to the point where you are arguing the upcharge, you need to go to Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, for real. I'm a Dunkin' man because of that.
Because it's a lot cheaper, and that's where listen. And I'm not knocking that. I go to Dunkin' Donuts. And some days I just make my own coffee because guess what? It's expensive shit. I'm not going to fucking Starbucks.
Yeah.
Now, I have nothing against Starbucks. I don't give a shit if they're upcharging for plant-based milk. Plant-based anything is more expensive.
Yeah.
Go to the fucking grocery store and super glue your nuts to the fucking freezer.
Agreed. And I have no problem with anyone wanting to protest. I am all about protesting. It is a right, and it is something that we should flex. It's like a muscle. You got to keep at it. You got to keep working it. So it's important to protest. So I am in no way against protesting. This is stupid.
Yeah.
This is like damaging yourself, like chain yourself to it. Okay. Or go to the corporate office. You're James fucking Cromwell. I'm pretty sure his ass could get into the fucking president's office of Starbucks and sit down, have a conversation, and super glue his hands to the desk. That makes a statement.
Here's the deal. You know what? Get your shit together. Stop protesting this bullshit. Start protesting the fact that women's bodies are being completely fucking attacked and trying to be controlled by fucking Nazis. Let's just call them what they are. Fucking Nazis. Why don't you go down to SCOTUS, who is supposed to be upholding laws for us and protecting us. Now,
instead of rewriting laws and changing their own minds, which they said they're not supposed to when precedents is set. But that's okay. It means they're just going to start changing precedents. So it doesn't matter. They can just fucking change it to whatever they want if things aren't explicitly written out in the Constitution, is what they're saying. So it's awesome. It's a really exciting time to be alive.
So why don't you, instead of super gluing your fucking hand to the counter at a Starbucks, jump on over with Brett Kavanaugh and start sniffing some fucking glue while you drink some beers and you decide, hey, I want to control women. You all are fucktards. And that is the end of my rant. Casey, I love doing this fucking show with you. Guys,
love doing the show with you, buddy.
Go to carolinafearfest.com. Use promo code 13 written out, the word 13, to get 13% off of your weekend or VIP passes coming up. Come join us down in Raleigh, North Carolina for Carolina Fear Fest. We're going to have a great time. I love this fucking guy over here. This one over here. Sorry, I was getting ready to
I love this fucking guy over here.
Which way did he go? there he is.
Found him by
we appreciate all of you guys who have been supporting us and doing so much. You know, you've been subscribing, you've been commenting along, you've been liking our stuff, you've been doing so much for us, and we truly appreciate you. Thank you to all the new patrons who jumped in. Guys, as you know, we have a new show coming out where Casey and I are going to be reviewing and roasting old movies. We're going to be recording this week for their first episode, Mannequin. You guys will get to see it on our YouTube channel, but patrons get to see it first, and they get to pick movies. So if you want to join our Patreon, head over to the Scene Snobs channel on Patreon. It's $5 a month. You get monthly prize giveaways for one lucky patron each month. You get AMAs. You get, some really fun stuff. And you get to pick a movie that we watch and we roast. So join in there. Now I'm just going to say this. I love you. Respect women. Their body, their choice. Shut the fuck up, all you assholes. Casey, I love you. Take it away.
I love you as well, my friend. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for joining us, you wonderful, glorious listener. I hope we were able to entertain you and give you a little ray of sunshine on whatever this day may be bringing you, or night. We appreciate you. We love you. Please make sure to go to Carolina Fear Fest, to check us out, to use our promo code 13. That's spelled out, capital T, 13, for 13% off the VIP, the weekend, and the 4-pack packages. So make sure to check it out. Go check us out. We love you. We appreciate you. Be kind to yourself. Take care of yourself, and be kind to each other. Good night, everybody.
As always, I can't say it better myself, so I won't. Thanks for watching and listening, everybody. I'm the Scene Snob, Mick Manhattan. You can check out the Scene Snobs podcast live every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern on our YouTube channel, or all podcast platforms afterwards. Also on our YouTube channel, you can check out great shows like Real Combat, the ultimate debate show for movie lovers, mixed movie picks with new recommendations every week, Geek Fest live every Sunday night, and new movie reviews and news all the time. Like and subscribe, then hit the notification bell so you know when all of our new episodes drop. Thank you so much to all of our amazing Patreon supporters, with whom this would not be possible. They help keep the lights on and support us in such big ways. If you would like to become a supporter on our Patreon and take advantage of all the perks like monthly giveaways, early access, and so much more, head on over to the Scene Snobs Patreon page and just sign up on one of our 2 tiers. Join our awesome community of geeks, movie lovers, and so much more, and join up on our Discord. The Scene Snobs Discord is now live, and you can head over to thescenesnobs.com for links to there and more. The Scene Snobs merch store is now open with original fun designs that are available on all different types of merch and apparel. Check out thescenesnobsmerch.com. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to all of our social media accounts like TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and so many more. We have fun updates, topics, we talk about collectibles, and so much more on there. It's a great time. You can find all of our links to everything on thescenesnobs.com or on our link tree, which are down in the descriptions below. Thanks again, everyone. Stay tuned and stay geeky. This episode was brought to you by the letter Y, as in, why do shitheads suck? Make sure you join us Friday.
Friday the 13th. That's
7
the other. Brought to you by the number 13.
7 to 9 p.m. Eastern.